is Ingo Köper. I'm an academic in the School of Chemical and Physical Sciences at Flinders University, and I'll talk about a project that we did in a third-year topic. The topic is called Applied Spectroscopy and Electrochemistry. We wanted to design an activity where we got the students to go beyond the content that we typically cover in the lectures, and we wanted them to do that in a group work. One problem with group work that we often encounter is that the students complain that due to their busy workload, they can't actually find the time to meet with their other partners in the group. So we thought, well, maybe we can give them a virtual space where they can meet and create something together. So what we thought we'd do is, well, maybe they can create a wiki. So the task that we gave the students, the assignment was create a wiki on a topic that we pre-selected. We made students in small groups of typically 3 students. They had about 6 weeks time, and our hope was that they would start right away and then over time would create a very nice page. What happened was that the students, in most of the cases, students actually met physically somewhere for an hour or two, designed what they wanted to do, and then uploaded everything at once on the web page. So not really a project that evolved over time, but it was more a once-off activity. For the assessment, we decided we will assess the final product, that is the final page. So we looked at the pages and marked the page, but then we asked the students to actually write a report on who contributed what. So there was a kind of self or peer assessment activity in there. The students had to write a report what they did, and if the workload was equally distributed, or if there was one student that did more than others and should therefore deserve a higher mark. So they all wrote this report, and it should be based on evidence. Now the good thing about a wiki is you can use the history tab to actually see who did what. So in some cases we could see that, for example, one student did most of the work or did most of the modifications online. So if I would have only assessed this part, I would have said, well, the student A did most of the work, therefore should get the best mark. So the students had the opportunity to correct that and actually give information about who contributed what. And in fact, what I said earlier, often they met together and discussed, and then only one student uploaded the whole material. The next part of the activity was to force the students more or less to also look at the other wiki pages, what that the other students had created. That every student had to comment on at least 2 other wiki pages. So they had to look at the products of the other groups and then give some comments on critical feedback on what they did. So what have we learned from this? Well, I think personally wikis are a good tool for the students, but next time we will change certain aspects. I think for once the projects have to be a bit bigger, or the groups have to be bigger. It means I would create a project where maybe the whole class would need to contribute to one big topic, and that possibly would enforce the students to contribute more to make this whole wiki page kind of living project that goes on over weeks and continuously evolves, rather than having a small group working on a very specific project where, well, using a wiki doesn't really give a lot of advantage. And using the history tag definitely helps in assessing who did what and how much the individuals did, and that can help building a base for the final grade. So in summary, I think wikis are good. We need a bit work on that, also on the technical side, but they should have their place in electronic assessment.